talk for a minute? Can we talk for a while? Can we talk
That's beautiful, Saj.
for a minute?
I never knew you could sing so well.
We have to a cappella tonight because of lack of studio resources.
We're in a new studio again. It's a Saturday night phone in, and the number to call is 07491751203.
Yes. And we already have one viewer looking to the
Who are you?
corner.
Speak. Who's this guy? Well, who are you, Fishhammer? This guy a Muslim or not? None of your business, Fishhammer. None of your business.
Fishhammer, you have been attempting to destroy my character since the day I've known you.
Hey guys, welcome. Jay Regans, welcome.
Hello, Mr. Regan.
Mr. Regans, where are you watching? We've got viewers all around the world. It's Saturday night in the UK.
And what crisp is everyone eating tonight?
Thank you. We're getting the thumbs up. Saj, what is your obsession with what crisps people like to enjoy?
It brings like if someone like pickle onion, I always think of them as a kind of like rough and rugged person that doesn't care, goes to a date with onion breath. But then like a Worcester sauce, is that how you pronounce it?
No.
How you pronounce it?
I believe it's Worcestershire.
Okay, Worcestershire
I think that's
sauce. Guys, like more posh people, eat that.
Do you really think you can tell a lot by what crisp people...
I can, yes. Because it's like...
Shalom, blessings, Brian.
Everyone. Hello, Brian Kenneltilly.
Cannot tell. Brian cannot tell. Yeah, he's viewing America. Why is this fool here with you?
Oh, no.
Lessons for Life? Well,
Nazi dog. Well,
he's the fool. Your name online is Nazi Dog, and he's the fool. Okay. You probably can tell a lot about people and what crisp packet they choose. But what I like about you and your character is that you can go very deep and very serious on very light subjects. I know you know that you do it. I know you think that it's all just natural, but when he's talking about what crisp packet is everyone eating, what he's really saying is, hey, let's get to know each other in a light-hearted way.
And you're going to introduce your friend. Well, I'm Saj. I'm famous for some of the videos that have been on this channel, such as the Richmond River Review. It's got 101 likes, and it's been out for a year. We're doing good.
We're going well. Saj has reviewed the Richmond River.
No, I'm not Punjabi. I'm Pathan J.
Okay. Yeah, he's been with me to IKEA. We've visited a board game cafe. If there's anywhere you think we should review with Saj, he's quite good at just pitching up and
let's do this
giving his opinion on things. So we're always looking for somewhere new to go. We want to go to the cat.
The cat cafe and the international cat show. Pathan from Afghanistan, Pakistan. Do you feel anything different after leaving EU? Well, that's a good topic. We promised before the show that we would not touch on this, but now we have to bring it to the front line.
What crisp packet do you think people that voted leave generally would
French
go
fries.
French fries.
Because France is, I admit I was I became a bit racist over the weekend.
Did you?
Yes.
The minute we left the EU?
I don't know if you saw my video of the trailer park driving on the motorway.
No, I didn't see that.
Okay, so it was a Polish guy was driving, and I was like, yeah, get out the country, take your stuff with you. I mean, it could have been just a normal guy, but I saw the Polish plates, so I started using aggressive language and tone because I became racist for that second.
Is a Polish guy not normal?
This is a good subject. Can a non-white be racist? I was having this conversation with a friend of mine.
Okay.
And she's white, and she's like, she's always kind of had Asian boyfriends and stuff. She doesn't really. She's had a couple of white boyfriends, but she kind of like has always, and she's got a mixed race daughter who's an Asian, Pakistani Asian. So yes, a non-white can be racist. I believe so as well, and I was trying to tell her, but she was the one telling me that she doesn't believe so, because she believes that white people, and I call white people, like, I don't know if this is a derogatory term, but I call them the generic male. Is that derogatory? Because it's like in life, they've kind of got that kind of, the white man is kind of considered normal, if that makes sense, in the office, in a lifestyle. Does that sound dumb to you?
No, I get what
generic
I get
male,
what you're
as in saying like just a standard.
We live in a culture where the white male is seen as the average guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
even like
Western culture came from Europe, where white people originate from, and it was a male-dominated society. So being a white male comes with various advantages. But I think the pendulum is swinging back as we are becoming politically correct and striving to make up for the injustices that were there in the past. We've got a caller on line one. Hello, caller. Who's there?
Hi, sorry, this is Mac.
Hey, welcome, Mac. You're welcome. How you doing?
Good. Basically, I just saw an indicator from your body language. What you just told Saj, you did not believe in.
Say that again? Something that I don't believe in?
Basically, I told you, when you shrug your shoulder, the statement that you just made is not, you don't have, basically, you don't actually believe in that statement.
But what was the statement? What was I saying?
He was trying to talk about the white race and what was it? The derogatory. I forgot.
The generic male.
Yeah, and then when he agreed, if you review it, you'll see. Just review your video. And you'll see
slow mo. We'll do it in slow. This is why I switched it to a radio show.
Don't
so
worry.
Matt can't analyse me.
That's what I'm saying. There's obviously the sixth sense thing, but then again, there's the body language. You don't need to have the sixth sense to understand body language. Do you see what I mean?
No, absolutely. Well, often we do have to say things we don't believe. In the chat, we've got, did you see Gallard Atzma got shot down again? And that person also asked me about thoughts on the Irish election. My only knowledge of the Irish election is that Sinn Féin are in second place, which is big news in Irish politics, as they've always kind of been third behind Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, the two main parties in the Republic of Ireland. I know we're going a bit local news here, but I think it's good news that Sinn Féin are on the way up, and that is a step towards a united Ireland, which will be coming soon. And what was the other
Unlike
question?
you, Fish Hammer.
Just dropped my
What
mic.
kind of name is Fish Hammer anyway?
You know, I love about that. He automatically became British, and he was telling the Polish people to bugger off. That was funny.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's the effects of Brexit overnight.
You know what? I feel the same.
Mac, do you know there's two things in the world that basically people always struggle with as politics and religion, the most sensitive topics?
But see, religion gets political. That's the thing.
Yes.
Even like if you want to break down Islam again, it gets political. Whether it's a Sunni Shia division, even in Catholic, the Protestants and Catholics. But that's what I'm saying. There's always that division, divide and conquer. That's what it comes down to, isn't it?
Yeah, there's about fortunately, there's like, for our sake as Muslims, we have about, I guess, 8. I could say I can count about 6-7 mosques within a mile from where I live, within each other, and none of them, everyone seems to have a different type of not ideology, but I guess a different kind of perspective on just how they...
ideology. It's a school of
I guess it is, isn't it?
School of thought. It's a different school of thought.
Yeah, so sometimes you can... The mosque, any religious place should be an open house, but when you go there...
I don't know if you're Sunni or Shia, but I've heard, obviously, as Julian's aware, I listen to the biblical. I go to Psalms, Deuteronomy, Paul, Matthew. I mean, I try and look into everything. I even look at like Genesis, and so for me, I'm not just looking at this like as a biased point of view, but I also hear what Imam Ali has to say. Certain things that he says, really, it kind of vibrates throughout time. It doesn't matter what generation or what like you're at. These things are things that he's put in. Like, but what I'm trying to say is, without the division, I mean, Imam Ali says it the best. He goes, if we're not brothers in religion, then we're brothers in humanity.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So this is where how he tries to break down See, again, the whole Sunni Shia thing, again, not to go on to it off topic, but you lot got to understand it's political that Imam Ali stood down as not to be the first Khalifa. That's a political move.
And
you see what I'm saying? So in religion, you can't say that there isn't politics in politics. They kind of intertwine.
You're right, and it kind of ties in with what happened last night and Brexit. If it is only a political difference rather than a religious one, isn't it a difference we can put to one side and say this is a political difference, but we're still, as you say, brothers in religion or humanity?
As my ancestors are Persian, I have a lot of pride about the Persian history, but British history as well. As a Brit, I mean, my dad, even though he used to say most of my dad especially used to say most of the inventors were either English or mainly English. Like,
well, a lot of them Scottish, but British
Scottish.
at least.
Oh,
Alexander Graham Bell.
You like Highland shortbread fingers?
Have I what? Sorry.
Do you like Highland shortbread fingers?
It's another Scottish invention. But go on, Mac. Your dad was praising British inventors then, yeah?
Yeah. So going back, forgetting about the Persian, the Brits themselves, they have, something to be proud of. They colonized a lot of countries. Even Canada, till this day, they swear to the Queen. Like, their allegiance is still to the Queen. Yeah. And certain other countries as well still follow the same.
Can I ask you a question quickly? It's quite serious before I forget. Please.
Sorry?
Yeah, can I quickly ask you a question? Oh, we got to go.
No, that on to...
Sure.
If you really like Highland shortbread fingers like you say you do, how much holes is in the finger? The dots.
How much holes in the finger?
Yeah.
We've gone from crisps to biscuits. I think it's 10.
But I don't actually. I haven't had Highland bread. I haven't actually had them.
Oh, you never had them?
Shortbread.
No.
Yeah.
And you got Scottish. You said you got Scottish ancestors.
No, he's got Persian ancestors.
Okay.
But you're not listening. This guy's from Iran.
Okay.
Sorry.
Iran.
Mac.
So
Sorry,
is
Mac.
he Shia or Sunni?
Well, it doesn't matter.
I know, but we.
But sorry, Mac. Saj thought you were Scottish for a minute, but you're.
So
know what?
who's the white guy's name?
Let me make it easier.
Yeah.
It's Julian that says that. I'm a Zionist. That's it.
Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah, you're. Well, yes. Yeah. You're many things,
I don't like
Mac.
to be labelled.
Have you met?
No. He's just a contributor to the show. Mac has many identities and ideas.
I agree with the state of Israel. That's my contribution. That's based on history and Cyrus the Great. Now, if I'm saying if Cyrus the Great wanted to free the Israelites, then he was a Zionist too, because he was all for the Zionist movement and for them to build a third temple as well. So again, if you're calling me a Zionist, you're calling Cyrus the Great from the Bible or in the Quran, this is all about a name, which I'm sure you're familiar with. But yeah, so again, either way, you're calling him a Zionist as well.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't have to be a negative term, but you bring it up more than some Zionists I know. But
no. I was just saying, because obviously we were trying to establish who I am and what I am. So I'm just trying to put that out there. I'm not a Zionist. I'm pro-Israeli. That's it.
Yes.
That's all I am.
In 2020, you can identify however you want. I've just been into the women's toilet. I was the only
No,
one in
Saj,
there.
let me explain. You're a Muslim, right?
That's to
me
Saj-
or-
to
I'm going to
Saj.
get backlash.
Me or you?
Saj.
You're both
Saj,
Muslims.
Yeah.
Okay, Saj. All right, forget Sunni Shia, yeah. Let me ask you something. Have you been had your Umrah?
Nah, I haven't been there. My brother has, and I've been in a situation where I could have and I should have, and I still.
And I've told Julian this, but let me explain. There's a masjid there called Masjid al-Qablatayn, where the Qibla from Jerusalem was changed to Mecca. All right, in sujood, when the Rasulullah was praying in sujood, and then basically Gabriel came down and obviously changed his angle, and you can see the masjid is like 180 degrees, literally turn from one side to the other. So then, this is for me as a Muslim saying, you know what? Okay, Rasulullah showed us this. So in this amal, there's a mantiq. There should be a logic behind it, right?
Yeah.
So why are Muslims still like? I know he ascended from Jerusalem, fine, but the whole point is his sunnah was. Face Qibla is Kaaba. So as a Muslim, we should even. This is my argument. So as a Palestinian Muslim Arab, I think like this is why I think. But again, what would you, as a Muslim, when I say this to you from a Muslim coming from another Muslim, what do you think?
About the.
So, long story short, Saj, Muslims used to pray in the direction of Jerusalem, i.e. it's holy for them,
Yeah.
the early Muslims. They then switched the Qibla towards Mecca, meaning they turned their back on Jerusalem. It's not holy for them anymore. Now their holy land is Mecca. Therefore, the Muslims living in Palestine, Mac, don't have a right to be there or should just leave it?
No, should follow the sunnah of Rasulullah, and obviously if the Sharia laws in the country like Saudi, then create a third, instead of funding all these wars, create a city somewhere in the Sahara Desert near Mecca, between Mecca and
So
Medina.
you want the Muslims and presumably Christians living there to just go and live somewhere else?
Not the Christians. I mean, at the end
Not
of
the
the day,
Christians, only the Muslims.
Well, the Muslims in particular, because let's not forget, to step in Mecca itself, you need to be Muslim. So that you can't be Jew or you can't be Christian.
Two wrongs make a
Saudi Arabia
two wrongs
now.
make a right in
Saudi
Mac's book.
Arabia now is really.
Bro, they don't even allow Iranians. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I wouldn't bring them up as an example of how to behave if I were you.
Iranians.
No, Saudis.
Yeah, they wouldn't. If I can't get visa for them no more, bro. I'm done. Like if they find out I'm Shia but
Yeah,
then again,
I wouldn't bring them up as a hallmark of how to behave. And I think stepping inside a holy city for a pilgrimage is
Did you not hear? Was that
different
true
to not
about
being
him?
allowed to live in your home where you live for thousands of years.
Okay, I see that point.
We're not
But
drunk.
did you not hear about the Amazon? What's his name? The owner of Amazon.
Jeff Bezos.
They got the picture of Saudi hacked his phone and got pictures of his. Did you not hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that. I heard they hacked his phone. What did they get pictures of?
It's Todger.
It's private, and they had
Was it?
pictures of his
Oh,
private.
really?
Amazon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Was it
the owner
Prime?
of
Was it Amazon Prime or just regular?
No, I think Amazon, the actual
Click
Amazon.
and collect.
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual,
Wow.
the bald-headed guy. I forgot his name, but yeah, I'll send you the link. It's
Please,
quite
send me
funny.
the picture if you can.
Yeah.
No, I'll do that.
Thanks,
It's funny.
man. Come on.
Listen, Mac, you're a good boy. You got a lot going for you. You got aspirations and keep to it. Stick to your belief.
Can I ask you one question before I also go? Are you the Indian caller by any chance pranking?
Indian call? What's Indian call?
We get a lot of prank. We get an individual. Mac is speculating a conspiracy. Well, we'll see. Let's see if he phones up now. Where's Harpreet Singh? If you're watching, phone up. If he phones up, that'll prove the conspiracy theory to be completely wrong.
No, I'm just saying you lot started this conspiracy that people. So I'm just following up from your conversation.
There you go. We've got Mac. We've got Harpreet Singh, and who's the other
You know
guy?
what? Just put a conspiracy actually out there, I'll completely, I'll buy into it. I'm open-minded, so you can conspire about
No,
whether
come on, don't
someone-
say
Adam is
that.
saying it's Raj Prankley. Well, it's all speculation. But Mac, you're always welcome on the line.
Let me speak to okay.
Bye, my brother.
Yeah, take care, guys.
Yeah, have a good night.
It's
Thank
to
you
meet
very much.
Serge.
Thank you very
I mean,
much.
Serge as well. Take care, bro.
See you, man.
Take care.
Good night.
You said stay away from this guy. He's a bad influence on you. This guy right here is nothing but a good influence. I'm not being brainwashed, and I'm not being like. We both have our opinions on life, faith, everything. We even agree to disagree. It doesn't make us different in our relationship towards each other, you know?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
And we're adults, you know? I know you're probably thinking, you know...
Don't worry about it, man.
I know, but it's
Don't worry about it. There is a broad spectrum of opinion across all across faith and across all faiths.
Yeah.
Look, we got a Muslim guy on the line who's apparently an Israel supporter. I've got you next to me. I'm happy to have everybody. I'm even happy to have this call from Ontario. Make it a good one. This is a call that comes in
All the time?
Yeah, all the time. They call from Ontario. Caller in Ontario, and this is all they ever play. But if they want to share it with people,
Don't
that's
worry,
fine.
Saj, I'll find you and speak about this evil agenda. So just respect him, brother.
What a strange thing. Yeah, we'll let that play out. It's quite sort of calming. Do you reckon you recognise it? Can you understand it? It's probably Arabic. It's in Arabic, right?
Yeah, it's like an issue.
I wonder if they're playing it so we get a copyright.
It's the Arabic nasheed. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Yeah. Thank you, someone in. Yeah, translate. It's Arabic nasheed.
I got a question
Might
for
be saying La ilaha
I
illallah.
have a question for the
It
viewers.
says we Muslims will conquer Palestine and wipe every evil person there. Thanks, Afsad. Thanks for that.
I got a question for everyone.
I didn't hear the word Palestine in there, but
Are you happy in the job that you're working in? And would you? I spoke to someone who's interesting conversation. He said to me, he was working in a bank as a banker, boring job. Now he's moved to somewhere like in aviation driving, and he's getting paid half of what he got paid before. But he goes, he has happiness. He goes, that's the key. He goes, it's not always about money. I mean, what do you guys think about that? I guess it's true. But at the same time, you need to have a good financial support. But in order to kind of be happy, it kind of goes hand in hand. But if you're working a boring job and you're stuck in it, but you're making lots of money, is that a good enough reason to quit? Because you're bored?
you can't put a price on contentment.
Yes.
You know, if you're in a
Like
job,
Riz.
have you spoken to Riz? I think we should do an appeal.
Should we? Okay.
I think we should appeal. Look, I know you know he's watching the show, right? You know he's one of the. I reckon he's one
Okay,
of the.
so you might as well
I want you
put it
to
out.
look into the camera and talk to your estranged friend.
Okay. So you, Riz, have been very negative towards me lately, and I didn't deserve it, all right? I hate you now, and we are bitter enemies to the end. I'm sorry it's come to this, but all I ever did was look out for you, and you turned your back and your front on me.
Wow.
So I will never forgive you for that. And
But
this is lessons for life.
all right.
We are going off here now.
That was on a little. Oh, have you had enough?
No, we're not.
Yeah, okay.
I was joking.
That's just on a little personal note. But yeah, if you have lost touch with a friend and you want to
Yes.
reunite, just give us a call.
Are
The
you
number
like
is on.
are you just like everyone else at the moment? We're all stuck in this social media friend likes type of shares, type of share my post type of friend, rather than actually seeing a friend and spending time with them. Like tonight, you know, it's midnight, and guys like us, like we can call each other sometimes and just be like, hey, you want to do a show? And here we are, middle of the night, you know. And you guys are helping support the machine and helping us keep energized to give you that content, you know? And we're very grateful for that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you. So, you know, I needed to...
And even the hates, like, you know, the dislikes, we can't agree that everyone's going to be on the same page. Some people say some very offensive things about me, him, both of us, you know, but we just have to deal with that. That's life, you know. I used to take offense and get sensitive over every comment, but that just drive you crazy, you know. It's the internet. You got your keyboard, so go for it, you know.
Yeah, knock yourself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone did say something interesting in the chat about it's always going to be subjective, or it's always going to
even Mac without the cheese, you know.
Mac without the cheese.
He can call it. Say his piece.
Mac and I disagree on things, but yet we get on so well because there is.
Which Mac are we talking? Andre McIntyre.
Not Andre. I'll get on with him as well.
The pest controller that hates pests.
Controller. Yeah, we need to get him back on the show actually, and he's talking about creating content. But we'll wrap it up on half an hour. Yeah.
I think we can go a bit longer.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And just something out there for you guys that are seeing this and thinking you might have a brainstorming idea of doing something similar, or even like collaborating, or just having your own innovative ideas. Just remember that you can, and if you want any like advice, we're always here to help you guys out to start this. You know, you just need a little motivation and self-confidence, and you could be a YouTuber. You know.
Do a lot of people come to you for advice?
I tend to have like lots of conversation with people that, like, I tend to have conversations that are very mature now as I'm got older. You know. Immature conversations are going to just be stupid things that don't have no relevance. But when you're speaking mature to people, you can really you could walk away from that conversation thinking, wow, I learned something from now, touched them in a different certain way.
We got, is it Mac again? Are you back? Return of the Mac?
Yeah,
Welcome
I have
back.
a problem. Maybe you lot can help, because honestly, I actually had a YouTube channel before all of this, and I got basically, I didn't know, I was quite, I have to go offline and explain my situation, but basically I was new to it, and I had like 300 followers, but I was putting up things like from what's the guy that used to cipher anyway, Sheldrick videos. I used to put all the type of videos
Telepathy
I thought
stuff,
were, all the videos I thought were relevant, but I got basically it's blocked, and now I don't know what to do. So I think there's a mistake on, because you get strikes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can you help? If I call you offline, would you not be able to help me with my channel and see how I
definitely.
I'm new at it. I'm new at it.
Did you get copyright strikes? Is that it? I think you get strikes for using copyright material. Can we talk? No, you do. But it's not always a strike. But what else can you get a strike? You get a strike for offending people or using copyright material.
You just got to do it yourself, like me, you know. Can we talk for a minute?
You're so realistic, we'll get a copyright strike.
If it's something like common knowledge, for example, like old professor, for example, you know what, Feynman? There's Feynman's lectures on there. If I was to, it's not like I lived at Feynman's time to record him myself to upload it. You understand? So I have to use someone else's footage. In that situation, I wasn't aware whether to ask the person or not. But I obviously used Feynman's like when it came to I had a subject about physics and this. So this is what I'm saying. I wasn't really aware, but how can I get them to know that I wasn't like I'm new to it, because it's not like I was. The funny thing is, as soon as I clicked monetize is when I started encountering the issues. But I was having like 400, 500 followers, and I was having like
really?
Yeah. So can you?
My understanding is once the channel is gone, it's gone. But look, Mac, start again.
Yeah.
And we will shout you out on here. I'll share the link. You can share posts on YouTube, and we'll collaborate. I would just start again if I was you.
Before you go, what's your favorite crisp packet?
Oh God, don't worry about that. But yeah, I would say.
What you say?
No, I don't mind. It depends if I'm having Walkers or not. But Walkers, paprika.
Oh wow, you mean the Max?
Yeah.
Oh
Well, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Matt,
You like ridged, innit? Because it brings more flavour in it.
Mac, thank you for humouring us. But look, I would say start again. That's my only real hope. I don't think you can claw your channel back if it's been deleted. But yeah, start again and just, I would do, don't use anything that could be copyright.
That's messed up, right? Thank you.
I know it's
Have a
a harsh
good
one to
night.
take. Thank you, Mac.
Thank you.
Thank
Pop
you,
up on
brother.
a crisp bag
Thank
to
you,
celebrate your life.
Yeah. That's hard when you-
Just for reference, every time we sit and do this show, he sits me down, gives me a half an hour briefing of what not to say.
Yeah, what to say, what not to say.
Yeah,
Follow the
so
rules.
I'm kind of like banned from saying a lot of things I want to say.
But Sad, you should start your own channel. Someone's even in the chat saying, what's Sad's channel? You should have one.
I know. Soon it's coming.
You make all this, you put all this content on Facebook. If you're friends with Sajjo on Facebook, you'll have seen his live streams that he just does.
Add me, Saj Gotti, SAJGOTTI.
Yeah, you'll find him. Like, you are constantly churning out content. And if you put it on YouTube, then it's there forever. Yeah.
You gotta be a hard worker to be a good YouTube vlogger, and it's one of those things that once you drop the ball, even for a second, someone else could come in front and take that spot. Someone else with a different idea, you know. But it doesn't mean that you can't stop your dream, you know. And ask yourself this before I forget. If you have to chase your dream, first ask yourself, why is it running away from you in the first place?
Deep.
For you to have to chase it.
Have you had dreams that...
Deep like Sandeep. Turban.
Have you had dreams that ran away from you?
Nightmares.
Nightmares, yeah.
Riz. Not returning my calls and stuff. Hey,
Hopefully-
have you guys ever had that one friend that never returns a call or never returns a text? And when he does, it's like, you know, a century has gone past and you're just totally a different person now. You've forgotten about that guy like he even existed, and he replied, or a girl. Have you guys ever had that type of relationship with a friend, that once in a lifetime friend that appears
Saj is...
every now and then?
It's broken-hearted, it seems. But look, friendships come and go, and there are those good friends that a year could go by.
Really?
And when you catch up, it's back to normal. There's other people like, oh, why didn't you call me, man? Oh, you didn't call me this week. That's it. They lose interest. There's other people that...
Is the world becoming that stressful of a place that you can't communicate with people because you think...
I've got friends that live in other countries far away, and I see them regularly because when they're here, we always make the effort to meet up. I've got friends that live up the road and you never see them because you always can.
That's the same with me in America, you're right.
Yeah. So the world has got bigger and smaller.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean.
The world's gone bigger, but the brain's
we're
gone
more
smaller.
interconnected, but sometimes we don't make the effort to actually communicate. Because when you see everyone's updates online every day, you kind of feel like you know what they're up to anyway. But you're only seeing what they want to project. You're not seeing
everyone's
the reality.
living a kind of... I mean, I was trolling before the internet, you know? Yeah.
On
In school... No, I always was a bit of a mischievous young man. Always up to something no good, you know? Some crazy stuff. Egging on people or that type of thing. But at the same time, you know, I have another side of me that can be very different as well, you know? More deep and philosophical.
Yeah.
I enjoy philosophical type of things, you know, meanings.
What does
to life stuff?
philosophy mean?
It means it's a kind of way of projecting your kind of thoughts and ideas into a kind of realm of just living a certain way and learning every single day is part of that as well. Everyone, I believe, has some sort of philosophy or ideology that they subscribe to. even just a person's kind of daily habits and stuff, aside of religion and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So it's like,
Literally, philosophy, I believe, is the love of wisdom. Philo is love. Paedophile, children, lover. It's not a nice word.
like,
literally means that.
it means that.
Yeah, feel
So
is love.
Prince Harry. No, Andrew. Innit?
Yeah, Prince Andrew. Well,
They look the same anyway.
well, sort of. And philosophy, Sophia, I think, is knowledge or wisdom. So a love of knowledge and a love of wisdom. So people that are always pursuing knowledge and wisdom, they are philosophers. But that's the. But you're right. We all have our own philosophy, don't we?
Philosophers would always be quoted or remembered, and that's one thing that I've always wanted out of life, to leave some sort of mark or footprint or impact on this earth before we desert, you know? I don't want to live that average
legacy.
life. Yeah, like a legacy that can kind of contribute to just the fact that I was here once upon a time and now I'm not. But I left you something.
Yeah, man. Write your legacy.
Because kids, man, it's pretty sad, you know? Kids and stuff. They don't know who to turn to now, you know? Google is their master and their teacher, I guess. But their king, you know?
Yeah, well,
They just think that they can just type stuff, but...
Google apparently deleted Mac's YouTube channel. I hope he gets it back. They are...
Maybe he deleted it, or his
maybe.
dog did or something.
It's going to crush me if this channel gets deleted one day.
Is it?
And it might.
Can I be the self-destruction time bomb?
Remember all the things that I've told you not to mention?
Yeah.
Don't mention them, and we'll be all right.
But then we'd go down in history.
Well, that's the thing. Would you rather be the guy that just towed the line, or do you want to go out in a blazing fire, in a blaze of glory?
What, like, you mean blazing, like back and forth?
Ever blazing?
Back and forth, like messaging with someone, like, that's annoying me on the internet.
No, I mean, here we go. The Kev Baker Show is live if you want to laugh about... Yeah, the Kev Baker Show is live, and I don't want to clash with
I've been enjoying your travelling vlogs.
Thank you very much.
Who, mine or his? Actually, yeah, his. I don't have any. I kind of have some, but they're not
You've
vlogs.
got some on Facebook. No, I'm glad that you appreciate the travel. I will go. I will go somewhere. Sad will be back. By the way, I have been enjoying your travelling vlog. Do you have one? Yeah, Angela, thank you very much. Do go on and enjoy the Kev Baker Show, because I will be in the chat on the Kev Baker Show very shortly. Kev Baker kindly has shown some of my videos now and then. I'm going to try to persuade Saj to make his own channel, but for now, if you like interacting with Saj, then you've got to find him on this channel. I think the audio might be suffering a bit. Apologies for that if we're struggling with audio. On the Kev Baker Show, I am Lessons for Life, and I'm going to be on there shortly in the chat. So, as ever, send me an email. We're going to wrap it up, so we can watch a bit of the Kev Baker Show.
No, it's boring. Who's Kev Baker?
You need to know about Kev Baker.
Is it?
Yeah, he's good.
I want to see what the people are saying. I've got time for them too.
Well, look, Julian, by the way, I've been enjoying your travelling. The Kev Baker Show is live. Watch Saj's channel. It must be where I found you. Yeah, so some people have discovered me on the Kev Baker Show, and then they're over here. But we'll take one more call. Last call of the night.
Harpreet Singh.
Is it Harpreet? It's got to be Harpreet.
Harpreet?
Well, it seems like I've left the best for last then.
That's it. It's always the best till last.
Listen to this, yeah?
Yeah, we're
I
listening.
just want to bring in the book of Luke.
Okay.
Chapter 12 and verse 16, yeah?
Yeah. Hope the sound's all right.
Hold on. Sorry, verse 15, chapter 12.
Mm-hmm.
listen to this, yeah, because this is wisdom, man. And this is why we have the world that's so upside down. You get me? Are you ready, yeah?
Yeah. Let's hear it from the book.
He goes, take heed and beware of covetousness. For man's life consists not in the abundance of the things which he possesses. Do you understand what that says?
Let's say it one more time slowly. Take heed.
Yeah, take heed
Mm.
and beware of covetousness.
Covetousness.
Yes.
Wanting something, desiring something.
Yes. Because for a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possesses.
Yeah. Possessions are fleeting. You
What
can't.
book is this?
This is the Quran, I believe. Are we reading the Quran?
No,
Or
no,
Lut? Is it the
the
Bible?
Bible.
So the Bible. So forgive me, the Bible. But Lut is mentioned in the Bible and the Quran. Okay.
It's Luke chapter 12, verse 15.
Okay. Luke.
And the reason why I brought these scriptures out is because everyone looks up to the people who've got all the money
Yeah.
and they've got all the possessions. They look up them as though they're successful.
Yeah.
You know, as they're mighty, they're great people.
Do you like
But the
Werther's
Bible says-
Let him
originals?
say his thing, man. He's doing something serious.
Oh, hold on. The Bible says that your life consists not of your possessions, because the Most High can end your life at any time He wishes.
That's
And
right.
you can lose your life, you know, at a second, you know what I mean?
Mm.
So this is why we've got such an upside down world, because people worship these people. They've got lots of money, they've got lots of possessions, but that's not the way we should be going. So I thought this is a great scripture to bring out and let the people know.
I appreciate.
We've gone totally the wrong way, man.
You're absolutely right. What's your name, caller?
Yes, I've been on your channel before.
I know. Forgive me. Remind me your name.
Annabelle Ron.
Annabelle,
I've been
yes,
on your
yes.
channel a couple of
I
times
remember now.
already.
It's Annabelle, isn't it? Yes, I remember now.
Yes.
Yeah, welcome, and you're welcome back. Appreciate it. Do you mind? I know you're reading the Bible. Do you mind telling us what your religious identity is? You don't have to if you don't wish.
Yeah, I'm not into religion
Okay,
at all.
but you're a very spiritual guy, obviously.
Well, yeah, what I mean is I'm not into organized religion.
Sure, but you respect the Bible and the wisdom
I
therein.
love respect all the holy books. And it's all about wisdom and understanding, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, that's
So
it.
I respect all scriptures
Philosophy.
from all of the holy books, and I follow the Bible, you know, as a way of life, as a book of wisdom, of understanding of life.
Superb. Are there any parts of it that you don't like or you think need a bit of context? Because there is some things in the Bible that sound a bit unacceptable by modern terms.
Well, you're going to get this with that.
That you can say with all of the holy books.
Yeah, I
You can
agree.
say
I
the
agree.
same
You have
with
to
the
look deep
Quran.
into it, and
You can say
if you take it out of context, it can sound not
exactly.
right. But
That's
we have
why I
to.
say it's really important lessons for life that you get the right understanding of the scriptures, because otherwise you won't understand it. It won't make sense.
I'm going to ask him a question.
Okay. Well, okay. Sajid's got a question for you before we wrap it up.
What was the last
Yeah,
thing you
go on.
ate?
Huh?
He wants to know what's the last thing you ate. That's Sajid's question.
Okay, when today?
Yeah.
Actually, the last thing I had today was the chocolate donuts.
See, that's bad.
That's not bad. It's a treat once in a
No,
while.
it's not once a while.
Well-
His
Yeah,
book
it's
should be
a little
telling him
treat,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, look, no,
His book-
there's
that
nothing.
book
There's
he
nothing in
should
the
be
Bible that says you can't eat chocolate. I don't think.
Yeah, but did he like it?
Yeah, I did. I
So
did
you
like
knew
it.
you were sinning.
There's nothing
that
wrong.
donut.
I apologise, Annabelle. Saj is just going off on a tangent.
Just indulging.
No, it's fine. That's fine. Go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead. I want to hear what you got to say.
So you was indulging in this hideous deed, and it made you feel proud of just eating a chocolate.
Annabelle, I apologise.
Made you feel like a
No,
man.
it's okay. Let me hear what he's going to say.
Okay, go on.
I
You
wanna
go. You
hear
talk.
where he's
This is the
coming
sad show now.
That chocolate donut you could have easily resisted, but you let your temptation get your desire.
Definitely, I agree. I mean, we all got desires, and I did let go into my desire, which was to eat that piece of donut, which I probably should not have had.
How did you feel after you ate that chocolate?
You know what? I felt satisfied, you know, for that moment.
Why did you do? I'm sorry, Annabelle. I've got one guy here trying to give me something serious, and I got another guy talking about donuts.
How do you feel knowing that this guy did this as a witness?
God,
you testify against this act.
No, I think
He knew he did wrong when he picked that donut up, but he did it.
What it is, as it says in the Bible, the flesh is weak. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Flesh is weak, family.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And we sin every day. I know I sin every day.
Hey, no one is perfect.
So next time you see a donut and it's looking at you, what are you going to do?
I'm going to try and say no. I'm
Try.
going to try and say no.
That's the mistake. If he was a real devoted man, he would say, I'll say no.
Iggetto 12 saying, you laugh my ass off. You guys so random, but this is why I love the show. Well, we're certainly random.
What do you think?
From the sublime to the ridiculous, we've got something for everyone. And Annabelle, I really appreciate you getting in touch and for humouring Saj and engaging in his chat and for bringing us a Bible verse that we could all reflect on in the early hours of
I hope
Sunday.
you sleep well tonight knowing what you did.
It's really important, man, because the way I see the world is going, you know, I mean, they're going to destruction because the problem in the world is just one. I'm going to tell you the secret, which is the problem. The problem is the flesh.
Okay. Well,
Nothing
This is
else
the guy
but
that ate the
flesh.
donut.
yeah, I know. Well, he admitted that. But that's the thing. Being a spiritual person is about being more than flesh. You know, I had a revelation recently, Annabelle.
Yeah.
In a church, a Christian church in Syria, where I listened to the Lord's Prayer being uttered in Aramaic, the language of Jesus.
Yeah.
And Aramaic is similar to Hebrew and Arabic. And the part that says, give us this day our daily bread, mentions lachme kul yom, the bread each day. In Arabic, Beit Laham, or Bethlehem, is the house of meat. But in Hebrew or Aramaic, Beit Lacham is the house of bread. Okay? So Lacham, bread in Hebrew, Laham, meat in Arabic, which sounds like a different meaning. But then again, in the Bible, Jesus gives the bread and says, eat this is my flesh. Therefore, the bread becomes the meat. Therefore, it was one of those little sort of, when the meaning sort of hit me, I'd never considered it that way.
I hate you.
Yeah. So
Let me ask you, what motivates you in life?
Sorry?
No, sorry. Saj is asking what motivates you in life, but we're wrapping it up. But if you've got a short one,
Yeah, I'm just, I see myself as a spiritual being, you know, and we're trapped in this vessel that we call the body, and my life is just about doing good and spreading the truth.
But you wasn't doing good when you ate that donut.
Huh?
he's saying you weren't doing good when you ate the donut. Get over the donut, Saj. We're all allowed one donut a week, I think. Look, Annabelle, thank you very much for bringing something serious to the table with your donut, and we're gonna catch up soon, yeah.
Definitely, man. I've got your number, so I'll definitely give you a call sometime,
Yeah, anytime you like. You take care.
Always watch your channel. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
I watch your with George Galloway. It's a great
Wonderful.
contest, man. Keep it
Wonderful.
up.
Really glad to hear from you. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
All right, nice one. Yeah,
Take
have
care.
a good evening, and you and your mate enjoy yourselves. Then have a great evening.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And we say
Hannibal
goodbye to
Lecturer.
Hannibal.
Hannibal Lecturer.
I like the name. That's quite.
What's your
that's
channel?
quite clever.
Unfortunately, I don't have it, but add me on Facebook, Saj Gotti, SAJGOTTI, and you will see content back to back
Yeah.
on there. But my channel will come soon as long as everyone donates.
One donut.
Nah, that guy was eating donuts. He's trying to give you lectures.
Yeah. Well,
What's wrong with
Well, he
him?
was very honest about it. And,
If he's honest about it, he's living in sin.
He's a good guy, living in sin. What can I say? This has been Lessons for Life. It's been a unique one as ever.
What's wrong with
What's wrong
donuts?
with donuts?
Well, the
Absolutely
thing
nothing.
is, I mean, like,
Here's what you like this. How did Bob Marley like his donuts?
I don't know.
With cannabis.
Oh, wow.
No, with jamming. It was
Can I tell an offensive joke?
With jamming.
Offensive.
Um,
About
you can-
9/11.
No, you cannot. This has been. Thank you very much. There he is, Hannibal. Rustrill. There he is.
And I'm a Rastafarian.
Well, he doesn't like labels, but we could perhaps glean from the name.
It's been a pleasure.
yeah, it
My
has.
debut show tonight.
Your debut show. You've been on.
My
channel for
third
years.
debut show
Yeah,
tonight.
well done.
And every time I come here, I feel like I look more fatter because of the crisps.
This has been Lessons for Life. It's been superb. Thank you to all
Kisses for
contributors.
everyone.
And we're going to try and stay away from the donuts.
Okay.
What a polite guy.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
he actually
everyone,
humoured
the message, last outgoing message.
Yeah, we're going to get on to. We're going on to Kev
Ooh.
Baker now. I might.
Okay.
If he does phone up, if he does open lines, I'll phone Kev Baker. But this has been.
Oh yeah, let me tell them one thing.
Yeah.
I had the coronavirus before it was fashionable.
This has been Lessons for Life. We'll do it all again soon. We were here, and we're gone. Laters.